25, he's brought down at the 26. In the backfield, it's Baker. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
He's got it on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Give to the running back from the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Punts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And, you know, when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
The give out of the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Davison. Hard running there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Pulls it and fires to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. A Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal was clear. Win out, hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall when they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done, but you got to handle your business and get this win.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll try the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Quarterback making checks. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got the quick pass. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
7, TCU 0.
First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. And tackled there by the defense.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget 3s. We need 6s.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line. First down. They'll give it to the back. Moving past the 25. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
They're dealing with a second and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Riggs. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Gets open down the middle. Still running at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Breaks into the... Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on 4th down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to throw, it's Sayed. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decisions.
There he goes. Still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Baker. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Sayin. A little release to the back. Just ran over him. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
At the 19-yard line. First down.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Horned Frogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the back. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got it behind the line. It's Pollard. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
QBs that can run can completely change your game plan. I mean, every single play. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read.
Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back.
The extra point is blocked. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
TCU 6.
Coming out with it, it's Sutter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
First and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Sayin. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Lost, the defense is wide open. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking downfield on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Now adjusting. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
TCU 6.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Oh, it's a fumble! That football must be riveted to your... cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
It's hard to imagine that that's his first catch of this game so far. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, and they knew if they were going to win this game, he had to touch it a lot. They had to...
Gonna let it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pressure coming. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew.
Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
Slams ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is real.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Spears. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field.
He's taking the shot. Makes the catch on the left. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to take off. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time, and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points, because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Past the 10. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. They're trailing by 12 to Hawaii. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Forced out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Kane. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.